Welcome to Moms of the Lou, hosted by two fellow St. Louis moms, Rebecca
and Lauren,
and recorded for St. Louis moms.
Grab your laundry basket, kick your feet up for nap time, or head out the door for pickup, and spend a little time catching up with local moms who are making a big impact in St. Louis.
Let's dive into our discussion today.
Well, hello, moms. We're back with another episode of Moms in the Lou. Today we have a very special guest, Samantha Clarke. She is a mother, artist, and camp director of a beloved camp, Camp Pegnita. Welcome, Samantha.
I am so glad to be here. I love talking camp, especially when it's not like 0 degrees outside.
That's right.
Yes.
Finally starting to feel like spring.
It is. Yeah, for sure.
So before we dive a little bit into Camp Pegnita, I'm so excited to talk about it. It's one of my girls' favorite summer camps. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? Are you from St. Louis?
I am. I'm from Chesterfield, but I always say like my area code was 314, but we lived like right next to the 636 people. So like it's fine. It's all good. But that's where I'm from. I went to Parkway Central.
Okay, get that out of the way.
There we go.
Where'd you go?
Parkway Central. No, it was a great experience. And so I'm from here. I went to school in Tennessee, and then I lived in Colorado for a long time. And then I got pregnant and was like, oh, family, I need you in my life. So we moved back. My husband's also from here. And we moved to South City and love it there. It's, as we were just discussing, such a great location to be easy access to all kinds of things. And 2 boys, Augie's 9, Patrick's 5. It's great. We have a very fun, active life.
Yeah.
I love that. Where did you go to school in Tennessee? Just curious.
I went to the University of Tennessee.
Knoxville.
The Vols.
Oh my gosh, the Vols. Well, my dad's a Vol. So
is he like thrilled right now with all the basketball?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I know it's really good.
Yeah.
It's fun to see Augie's now into it, and he has no idea what college is or that like it, you know. But he's like, oh, yeah, I'm going to Tennessee and I'm going to play hockey. I'm like, well, you're not. But okay.
I'll let him dream.
Yeah. No hockey team to be found, but that's okay. Maybe you can start it.
That's awesome.
Well, we're a big hockey town here, so
I know
people are very into their hockey.
That's right.
Yeah. I love hockey.
So are you glad to be back in St. Louis? Are you glad to stay as a mom?
I am. It's a really, as we all know, like just such a great place to have your kids. And like I said, convenient. Like I don't feel like I'm stuck in traffic all the time or anything's too far. You know, it's the perfect place for us right now, for sure.
And Chesterfield's growing. There's a lot of big things happening out in Chesterfield right now. So I feel like you should be really proud to be from Chesterfield.
You know what? I will
claim that.
Internalize that and say, yeah, I am. I mean, there's a Ruth's Chris. So
that's right. Big time. Yes. So what are your favorite things to do with the boys? What do they like to do?
We just did one of our favorite things, which was Mastodon State Park to go play in the creeks.
Yes.
Like anytime it's even a little warm, I'm like, let's go to a creek and find animals. And we have a new puppy too.
Wow.
Bobby came with us.
Congrats.
And he's like, the puppy gods looked down upon us and gave us the most perfect puppy. So we just did that. And I think there's a lot of good like cavey, creaky stuff in Missouri if you're willing to sort of seek it out.
Yeah. Is this your first dog or have you had one?
We've always had dogs, but this is my first puppy since I was like 10.
And puppy life's usually challenging. But Bobby's been
a
good.
Blessing. I had a puppy play date this morning to get started.
Oh my gosh.
No, it's a good.
How does puppy life compare to like newborn life? Because I have no concept of puppy life.
I think after having newborns, it's a breeze.
Okay.
But I can see it being really stressful if you aren't used to like always taking care of something all the time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
that's good practice.
Yeah, it does feel better now that I'm older.
Like, does he sleep through the night?
Yes, now he does.
Nice.
In our bed, which is less ideal, but whatever. Yeah. Same thing with my baby.
Same thing with the baby.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Okay, so I want to dive deep into Camp Pegnita. Yeah. You are the camp director. You are like, what? So my daughters have been there. I think this summer might be the third summer. And it's like the first summer, this first camp we sign up for. I'm like, we're going to build our summer around Camp Pegnita because it is like the ultimate camp. I think like what you guys, or what I describe it to as for people is like, it's an old school camp, like an away camp, like a sleepover camp.
Yeah, totally.
But it's not sleepover.
Right.
But it's like it's that 90s nostalgia that you want back.
Yeah.
And like
100%.
you can give it to your kids. And that like, it's such a great gift. So tell us about Camp Pegnita. Like, can you tell us like the history of it? It's been around a while.
Yeah, I'm looking at your website.
It was started in 1947 by two women, Juanita Yowitz and Peggy Strauss. Specifically, Juanita was really interested in like the psychology of children, which at the time wasn't as, like people weren't as necessarily as interested in that. They were just like, oh, we have kids. You got to take care of them. Don't let them die. And she was like, no, let's nurture their childhood and like give them experiences. So with that in mind, they kind of formed this camp that was working out of Forest Park. It eventually moved to Kirkwood about 50-ish years ago and was actually a sleepaway camp. For like local people. So back then we're on the Huntley-Kirkwood line, like literally it's right in our backyard.
Yep.
So Huntley was super rural compared to like Clayton or Ladue, where a lot of people were sending their kids from. And so they would stay the night. And there was like a wagon that went around, like a truck wagon, and picked all the kids up, and they went to camp there. And so they did a little bit of a sleepaway that we obviously don't do anymore.
Yeah.
Peggy Strauss died. She stayed on forever, and she died in the 90s. And then Villa Di Maria, the school that hosts the camp, sort of absorbed it. So we are under the umbrella of the school, but camp is its own sort of separate operation. We're not beholden to like the Montessori method, although a little bit is incorporated, but not in like a strong way by any means. Yeah.
So tell us about the campus, because it is, first of all, not a lot of people know it exists. Like they don't know
100%.
How big is it?
It's 6 acres.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
massive.
like I said, we back up to Huntley. We have some woods that are in our land that has like some creeks that go into like the creek system in Kirkwood. Some trails back there. That's where our archery situation is. And then we've got, we have a pool, a great pavilion, a playground. The playground is like a very natural, like one of those wooden sort of structures, like lots of places to get splinters, which is also fine. Like kids can get splinters.
That's a rite of childhood.
It's part of camp.
You get a free camp if you get a splinter.
I love that.
So, it's just like we try to stay outside as much as possible all day long. And like you were saying, it has that 90s nostalgic feel because, we don't have an iPad to check you in. We aren't using our phones to even track what counselors are doing. From the top down, everything is like paper,
analog,
walkie-talkies,
walkie-talkies.
I love it.
So we really want that like escape from the bustle and the immediacy that is so, even for the counselors, that's so important. These teenagers are not often away from their phones. So to give them that space too, it's a really awesome thing.
Did you know that kids can lose up to 40% of our school year learning over the summer? But good news, St. Louis has tons of summer programs to keep kids happy, healthy, and learning over break.
This kid is right, but how do families find these programs? Using Blueprint 4. Blueprint 4's free nonprofit database of local youth programs lets you filter camps by distance, cost, dates, subject area, age range, and more. Find the perfect program today by visiting blueprint4.com.
Love that.
So one thing that sets you guys apart of many is your camp counselors. They are like, they want to be there.
They do.
Tell us like how you vet them, how they find you.
We really try to pluck them from their time at camp. So as they're going to camp, they're usually there like every week when they're 2nd, 3rd, 4th grade, like the age where you're like, out of my house, go to camp.
Yeah.
And then as they get older, they get into other things. But we have a counselor and training program that we offer, and it's 90% returning campers. And so they know the songs. They know where the bathrooms are. They know where, like, we keep the trash bags and what's in the woods and the boundaries. And so we don't really have to train them on a lot of that stuff. What we're really training them on is to keep up the tone and like the vibe of the camp.
The morale,
Yeah. So, and of course we focus heavily on like child development and interpersonal skills with their peers.
Which is missing a lot. I feel like that has been lost so much in childhood. And I think like one of the things I love about your camp is that you have like this big camp circle. And you start, I believe you start the day in the camp circle or you end up there.
It's
or
the magic circle.
The magic circle. What happens in the magic circle?
The magic circle. Okay, so all the groups meet every day for about 15 minutes. And several counselors, and it's usually the same ones who are like the outgoing kind of loud ones, and a couple campers come in, and we just sing a bunch of songs that we've been singing forever. So I don't.
Do you
want to
do one right now?
Well, we sing the Earth song, and it starts with "I need the Earth, and the Earth needs me," and then they start like adding funny lyrics to it. But it's really a time where like kindergarten through 7th grade, plus all the teenagers come together, and they're all singing the same thing, and it's just silly.
Yeah,
like there's no. We're like really encouraging them to be cringy and to go out there and like put on a tutu. Who cares? You know? And to make that really magical, we also prescribe like, okay, 4th grade is going to be the grade this week that does this. So while it appears as though it's all natural, and it mostly is, we are doing a very intentional job of sort of like manufacturing the magicalness just to make sure that it sticks around.
Yeah. Sticks around. I'm looking at your website and right away I see Capture the Flag. And I'm like, oh my gosh. I wonder how many of these kids know what Capture the Flag is.
They will after Camp Pegnita.
They all do. I mean, do they like that? That's just, I know Capture the Flag. We all played that growing up.
Totally.
I do wonder, like, if you aren't exposed to that, I guess you wouldn't know it.
Yeah.
Right? But a lot of Capture the Flag. Battalion is a fun game. I actually don't know the rules, but they love it. And it's really similar to Capture the Flag.
I love that.
So yeah.
Okay, I think you need to mention the pool. So yes, that's like a big part of the day. So can you talk to us about the pool and the pool schedule and when kids get to swim and like the lifeguard situation? Tell us all about that.
Yeah. So we have a pool. Oddly enough, it's like 22 yards. So if you're a swimmer, you know that's like 3 yards short of 25 yards. I don't know why it was built that way, but whatever. That's a side note. It's just a pool. It goes up to 6 feet. We've got 3 lifeguards all the time. Obviously, those are trained. They swim twice a day, and we have a swim program, but it doesn't look like, swim lessons. It's more just like, hey, why don't we play a game in the pool? Yeah. And as you are playing this game in the pool, you're going to maybe slowly get a little bit deeper and have to like use your arms a little bit more. And oh, look, like now you're kicking. So it's like a really organic, playful way to make them just feel safe and comfortable in the water. Yeah. And then as they get older, maybe we're doing like stroke challenges. And certainly there are some kids who like are great swimmers. And that's such a good opportunity for them to like show off their skill because in the school year, there's no pool.
Right.
So all those kids who like shine in the pool kind of get that moment. Yeah. But the pool is like everyone's favorite thing, of course.
And how many times a day they get to swim?
Twice a day. Yeah. And then in between that, we have like sprinklers that we're constantly turning on or lots of different like water balloon games and stuff like that.
You posted something last year. It was like this massive inflatable slide or something.
Oh my gosh.
So that looks epic. Our head of school had her daughter's graduation or son's graduation party.
Something like
and
that.
it like had to show up 5 days earlier than they needed it to. And it's like, well, we get to use it, yes.
Nice. The next day we got an email with like a waiver and an explanation.
It was so intense.
Oh yeah, that was a highlight
but they
for
loved
them.
It. And
oh
like,
my gosh.
Which was it Claire or Frances who like did it and was really scared but then like thrived?
So Frances.
Yes.
Yeah. And
because
that is
Charlie.
Okay. Oh gosh, we had some camp favorites. And honestly, this is something you need to know too. The camp counselors are so good. You can then find them to babysit your kids. Like this is an automatic place where you can find excellent babysitters that are like CPR certified, first aid, all the things.
I think a lot of camps and like childcare programs too have this policy where if you are working there, then you're not to babysit. Like I know I've experienced that in my time. I see why that could be a thing.
Yeah,
but you know, I think it's great. It like helps build connection and like the kids, like, if you have a counselor you love, they feel so like, oh God, they remembered me and they want me to babysit. So
I think the remembered me part is so huge. Like so first of all, like your drop off and your pickup is a big deal. You don't have to get out of your car.
No.
And there's like, it makes it so easy for parents to drive up, to drive off, and like, they just know your last name, like your kids' last names. They're like, here come the Capel girls. And like that, the girls feel really seen and known there. And I think that's really big. Yeah. And one thing I wanted to mention was like, I feel like the beginning of the week, I have two different daughters. Like one is a little bit more outgoing, one's like a little bit more shy, and one's more reserved. By the end of the week, my younger, more reserved, shy girl feels like she's got that confidence spark. And
Good.
I think that's like something that's been really good for us. And like sometimes she's like, I don't know if I want to go. And like the end of the week, she's like, get me out of here. I'm going.
I'm going.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So tell us like logistics. So what are the ages? What kind of like structure in terms of like half day, full day?
Sure.
How many weeks do you run?
We have 9 weeks of camp.
Okay.
We're open for any child 5 to 12. So basically, if you're entering kindergarten, which is significant, I think that's an age group that doesn't get a lot of
100%.
options.
Totally.
Yes.
We try to keep that group kind of small and intimate. We put counselors with kindergartners, like they've never been to school in a like proper way sometimes. So, and then we go to 12, entering 7th grade.
Okay.
Our CIT program, the counselor in training, is for incoming 8th and 9th graders.
Ooh.
We operate on a weekly basis for 9 weeks. This year it starts on June 8th.
Okay.
And what are we? 8:30 to like 4.
Yeah.
So we
Okay.
have a really long pickup window because we live in this small neighborhood.
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah.
if you ever looked behind Taco Buddha, there's
Yeah.
a neighborhood, and then that's where we are.
Yeah.
So to be kind to our neighbors, we're trying to like get them through the line quickly and give them lots of time.
Yeah.
We don't do half days, although we have plenty of people that arrive late because of swim team or
That's us.
other obligations, and that's no problem. Like we work it in. It's like not
Great.
even a big issue.
Yeah.
We don't operate on a daily basis, but weekly seems to work best because then they can really like get in and learn the system and make the friends and connect with the counselors. So
Totally.
I think it's important to note you have before and after care too.
we do. Our before care starts at 7:30. Our after care goes till 5:30. Yeah, and a lot of people do take advantage of that because we're working.
Yeah. No, it's true. Working parents.
How did you get into this role? How did you, what?
Oh my gosh. So I moved back to St. Louis because I was pregnant, and I, like Lauren mentioned, am an artist, and which a lot of artists go into like education. It's just like an easy transition, or it makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm.
And so I found this school that was Montessori, which I was interested in, and it just kind of evolved. So I did work for the school pre-COVID, doing some stuff for them, and then was the camp director. And post-COVID, and after my second baby, I just do the camp, and I do like odds and ends stuff for the school. But
mostly camp.
Just the camp. That seems to be my vibe.
Love that.
And you're perfect for it.
It's like, I have to say, that could be a whole other episode. But personally, like this place fills my cup in such a way. And I think that maybe what you are feeling when you drop off is from the top down, like all the adults involved genuinely love it, want to be there.
Yep.
And like we're trying to, spread that.
Spread the love.
Yeah.
Love it.
Okay, so I have a couple of rapid questions. Camp centered. Okay. Quick answers. All right, before we wrap it up. Most underrated camp activity.
Getting injured and going to the porch because you get to sit in the shade and get a Band-Aid and probably a popsicle. If you're really upset.
And getting attention. It's like kind of nice.
All the attention.
Yeah, kids love that. Okay, go to rainy day plan.
I love doing friendship bracelets inside and showing them new things.
Aww.
Second only to card games. We do a lot of card games.
Oh,
Love that. Sit in a circle, play cards.
Love that.
One skill kids leave camp with every time.
Just a whole lot more confidence in themselves to do something scary.
Absolutely see that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I've got 2 more questions. All right, most surprising thing kids love at camp.
Oh my gosh. Stickers. We give out stickers. And I have a lot of power. I could do a lot. They will do anything for a sticker, like a water bottle sticker.
Oh yeah, that's big.
Yeah.
Those are some fun ones too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, last one. Camp Pegnita, finish the sentence. Camp Pegnita is
truly the greatest place in the greater St. Louis area. Like no better place that you could be in the summer. It is the best.
I can vouch for that. Okay, so where can parents find you? Yeah. Where can we find you? Where we can find information?
They're going to rush out and sign up right now.
So I will say, like, full disclosure, if you have a incoming first, second, or third grader, it's going to be tough.
Okay.
Reach out. We try to say yes as much as possible, but we are pretty full.
Okay.
If you have an incoming kindergartner, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, we've got a little bit more room.
Okay.
www.camppegnita, You can go there. We have an Instagram account, just Camp Pegnita.
Yep.
And all the information for email and calling us is there as well.
We'll link all of this in the show notes too.
100%.
If you call the camp, you will get Mr. Jackson, who is our new assistant director this year, and he's amazing. So he'll help you out.
Call Mr. Jackson.
Mr. Jackson.
All right, well, Samantha, this was really fun. It was really nice to see you and see you in person and chat all things camp.
Yeah, maybe Lauren and I can sign up and be like adult counselor in training.
I would need to be a CIT first before they allow me.
Absolutely.
I could go for a slow 90s summer right about
a little archery.
I will say we are always looking for specials. So we have like an art program that's weekly, but we have themed weeks. And like if you're into theater or if you have a science background, I don't know. We're always trying to get like people to come in and do fun things.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
All right, moms. Well, that was our episode. We will catch you next time.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for listening to Moms of the Lou. We hope it encouraged you and put a pep in your step and helped you get to know our community a little bit better. Be sure to find us on Instagram, STLewis_mom. You can find us on Facebook, St. Louis Mom. You can find us on our website, www.stlouismom.com. In case nobody else tells you today, you're a great mom and you're doing a great job. Chat with you next time.